Okay, hello, welcome again to our podcast. Like we said last week, we're going to talk about Marvel this week. So, should we do a little weekly update before we get into it?
Yep, okay, you can go first.
Okay, the only thing that's happened this week is I cut my hair. It used to be like to here, now it's there. So that's the only thing that's happened for me this week, really. How about you?
Um, I got my fine from the police. So it was only $118. So I tried to pay it and then the girl was like, no, it's not on the system yet. So I was like, right, well, it's a bit awkward. Because I told her it was new, but then I realized it was 10 days ago. And I have to pay it in 21 days. So I put a timer on so that after it's been 15 days, I'll try again. And if it doesn't work, what can you do really? Like it's like because it's got the amount I owe and then it says amount paid and it's got the same number there in both boxes, but I haven't paid anything. So I don't like unless they've just said, you know what, this was a bit over exaggeration, we'll pay it for you, which I don't think they
Yeah.
would have. So I am a bit confused. So I'm just gonna leave it for now and call them back later. Other than that, I started a new job babysitting, so that went terribly. And yeah, that's about it.
No. Hopefully it'll go better tomorrow. Hopefully the kid will be better.
Yeah, if he has a sleep, he has a
Wait,
crazy.
you okay, wait. You said if he has a what?
If he has a nap when he's meant to, hopefully he won't be crazy.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Because I think
Sorry,
that's where it went wrong.
you like completely dropped out for that bit. That's why I just asked. Anyway, to repeat it. Anyway, um, okay, so we're dressed up as our favorite Marvel characters today. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
dressed up, inspired
Kind of favorite.
a little bit.
Um,
Do you want to go first?
yeah, so I'm Black Panther. I was gonna be a few different things, but I decided on Black Panther because it's I was already wearing this black t-shirt, and then I was like, black eyeliner, done. So yeah, I'm Black Panther. You
Okay.
can't hate him.
It's true.
Like, yeah,
True. It's impossible to hate him.
yeah.
I've seen a lot of things, especially from the Marvel account, being like, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman this
Chad.
week.
Yeah, I saw a few as well.
That's sad. Was it a year ago that he died? It must be.
Yeah, almost.
Wow. Um, well, mine is Loki, so green, green and gold. Yeah, a little bit Australian vibes, but that's fine.
It's true. I never even noticed that.
I know, green and gold, green and gold. Yeah. Um. All right. So last week we were going to talk about the Spider-Man trailer, and
Oh
you
my
what?
gosh.
Sorry, she's barking at a. Not, she's not barking at her dog. She's she's shouting at her dog because her dog is barking. So sorry. Um.
Being loud for no reason. Um,
Um.
but yeah, the Spider-Man trailer. What do you think of it?
I am very excited. Um I'm just excited to see the multiverse and everything that happens from that because of course in the end of Loki they broke the TVA.
Mm.
Sorry, this will be I should have said this before, this will definitely have spoilers. So if you're not up to date with any of the movie shows, sorry. But you've been warned.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Loki and Sylvie like broke the TVA.
But that's never mind.
That's the TVA doesn't exist in time. It's just always.
Yeah, I was gonna say the universes broke after, but it was before. But the whole Loki series will have to be set before the new Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
never mind.
Because in the Loki series, he gets taken out in like the
From Avengers 1.
yeah, which is a lot happens because I've been watching them in like chronological order, so story order,
Mm.
and it's very nice to watch it that way. Because then everything makes sense, of course. But
Yeah,
when Loki gets taken out, that's so much stuff still happens while he's apparently with the TVA or whatever is happening. So much stuff still happens.
what do you mean?
Like just in the universe. I didn't realize until I was watching
Hmm.
like how early in like the whole Avengers Marvel universe story that was.
Because he got taken out and then he just never came back and he just appeared in movies again.
Mm,
Yeah.
which now we have an explanation.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I've seen a lot of things about Wanda, about how she became Scarlet Witch, which I thought we already knew that before the Wanda TV show. Like I thought that was just common knowledge until the end when they were like, "You're Scarlet Witch." I was like, I thought that that was just what everyone knew that already. And
Yeah,
like,
that was her name.
yeah, 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 but like the Scarlet Witch, you know, how she's like really, really powerful and stuff. I thought everyone already knew that. But then everyone's been acting like we didn't know it until then.
No, that was a known fact in the first when she appeared.
That's what
It
I
was Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how they got introduced.
Yeah.
Like, not hey, look at these children, they're called Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, but like
No,
that was who they were. Because they called him Quicksilver when he died, didn't they?
no,
Pretty sure they
I
did.
thought they just called him Pedro because that was his name. And they just
I didn't. I only knew him. I never knew his name. I've only just found that out right now. I thought it was anyway. Yeah, interesting. I haven't seen One Division.
it's
Because
good. I think you should watch it. It's a little bit confusing at first,
I
and not
just
I'm
don't like the girl, Wanda.
why don't you like Wanda?
Something about her just annoys me.
Is
I
it
think the way she was in the first movie,
okay?
the what's it, Avengers 2, she
Yeah.
was just so annoying. And I didn't like her face. Just like she doesn't
So it's
deserve to
about
be.
the actress. It's not about the character.
Yeah, a bit of both. But yeah, a lot of the actress. Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of the actress. Her
I really
face,
like her.
her facial expressions make me really angry. Like Keira Knightley. Is she the one in Pirates of the Caribbean?
She is.
Oh, I can't watch that movie because of her face.
Wow. Well, I've seen a lot of
Yeah.
people also think that Wanda is going to be like the villain in the new Spider-Man, which
Mm-mm.
I think it's going to be Strange is the villain. That's person
Not the
like
villains, not the villains.
no, of course there's like those other ones from the other timeline villains, like whatever his name is with the
Yeah.
you know, of course that guy's there. But I've seen a lot of things. When I say I've seen a lot, I've seen one TikTok of a girl being like, the way that he was acting in the trailer doesn't make sense to Stranger's character. Like, why does he?
Yeah, dog.
Why does he suddenly want to help Peter? Why does he care? Because Peter goes to him and he's like, everyone found out who I am. Make a spell to make it go back. Why does he care if everyone knows who Peter is? Why does he want to
He
help?
was like, oh yeah, we've worked together. Let's do this. And then the guy was like, don't do that. And he was like, no, I will.
But
I
like,
don't know. I haven't seen the movie Doctor Strange because I don't like Benedict Cumberbatch. But I mean,
I mean, that's
maybe
kind of fair. Like, that movie was good, but
I saw the start and he was just annoying. Like I know he's acting, but like he was all like, I'm the best. And I was like, bro, like your hands are shaking. Quit. Like get a different job. Why are you overreacting trying to be the best when you're weird? Anyway, I don't even know.
it's definitely Stranger's character that is weird.
Yeah, no, but Benedict Cumberbatch, I don't know. I think there's just because mom hates him because his face is ugly. So I think that's just transitioned through to me. I just don't like him.
I love
Um,
him.
yeah, it's just not my vibe.
Maybe I'll go rewatch Sherlock. That was a good show. That's a
Mm.
good TV show. We can talk about that another time. Wait, okay. I saw another TikTok during the week of this story. It's crazy. And apparently no one really knows about this, but in 2005, Benedict Cumberbatch got kidnapped while he was in South Africa filming a movie. Like him and two of the other people who were filming the movie, they were driving through this part that apparently was like known to be not good, and they were like, whatever, we'll just like go through quickly. And then they got a flat tire, so they had to stop to change it, but they had to get all their luggage out of the back of the car to get to the spare. So while they were doing that, then this group of like 6 people came up with guns and stuff and were like, "Where are your drugs? Where's your guns? Like, where's your money?" And then they like blindfolded them and put them in a car, and um, they put Benedict in the back, and then they put like in the boot, and then they put the other two in the back seat, and then they were driving for ages, and then they went under this bridge, and there were heaps of like trucks and stuff, truck noise, because they were going on top. Um, and he apparently in an interview remembers being like, "This would be a good place to shoot someone because like you wouldn't hear the gunshots." And then so they got them all out of the car, and they were like on their knees and stuff, and they were still blindfolded, and he was like asking them if they were going to kill them, and then the people just let them go. So then they like took off the blindfolds and stuff. I don't know how they did that, but if they were like bound. But then they like walked for a while and found this woman, and then she gave her her phone, and then they called, and then they were safe. But like that's, that's really crazy. And apparently, he still has PTSD from it. So,
but I mean, that's the kind of thing that would happen in South Africa. Like, you'd get kidnapped. If you're gonna get kidnapped anywhere, South Africa is one of the places. If you're going through a dodgy area of South Africa, it's pretty dodgy. So, I mean, I don't know why you just let him go. Like,
yeah, like,
I guess just be like, oh, they've really got nothing on them. That's pathetic. And then leave.
yeah.
I guess they didn't know he was famous. Otherwise, you could have been like, hey, give us money for him.
True. I saw lots of comments as well. Were like, imagine being those people that kidnapped him and then seeing him in a movie and be like, "Oh, good for him, like doing well." So yeah, that was crazy.
That's fun, Benny.
Yeah, what a story. Oh man, crazy. Okay.
Mm?
So I don't know. What should we talk about?
Wait, I was gonna say something else about the trailer. Oh, about Bennett, what's his name? Doctor Strange being the villain. I don't think that there's enough time in one movie
Okay,
for them to beat all the villains and have Strange also be a villain.
I know what you mean, but the theory that I've seen is like when the
Is it because of when they were with the trains and he was like doing weird stuff with the trains and
yeah,
Spider-Man?
yeah, like
But is that not a different Spider-Man? Because he was wearing a black suit.
I don't know the difference between the red and the black Spider-Man. I don't know that because I haven't watched those like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. I haven't watched them. Like
Andrew Garfield one. Andrew Garfield's not it.
Andrew Garfield.
I didn't really like him. I don't know, just something about his vibe was in it. And then the Gwen,
Yeah.
I hated her. However, when she died, spoiler, it was like I hated her through both the movies, and I literally almost cried when she died. It was the saddest death.
It's very sad. It's very
like,
sad.
I was like, oh my gosh. Like I kind of didn't expect it. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I forgot that I hated her. But Tobey Maguire, oh my gosh. Like, he's the funniest number 3 where he's like, so you have to watch it for it. He's so good. Anyway.
Okay.
Maybe all I remember is him dancing in the street.
Pardon?
All I remember is him dancing in the street. Yeah, you did glitch out a little bit then.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, I haven't seen Venom. So I'm gonna have to watch Venom.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Because is he in this one? I think. Because they've got Octagon, General Octagon, or whatever that guy is. Octavia. Anyway, and Green Goblin, because they had the green ball, so everyone's like, oh, Green Goblin's back. Oh, he's the one in, was it Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? Where the Green Goblin? Yeah. Bro, his son, oh my gosh, was the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh. And then his dad died, but then he picked up being the new, was it Toby or was it Andrew Garfield? Because I feel, how long ago was it? It was a long time ago, but I don't know if it was like 10 years ago or like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Because if the dad died, but then the son picked up being the Green Goblin.
Hmm.
No, I think I'm getting mixed up between two of them because I think the same thing happens in both. We last watched. I watched these in literally like a long time ago because
Hmm.
we watched all the Marvel things in order, but that was before like Thor Ragnarok and everything had came out.
Oh yeah, all the like the
I
new.
don't know how long ago, all the new ones. So I don't know how long ago that was. Like
Mm.
2016, so that's like 5 years ago.
Dang, a lot has happened since then in like Marvel universe.
Mm. So
Okay, wait,
I'll
but
have to do that.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I've seen that like maybe he because Sylvie and Loki destroyed the sacred timeline, that this
Mm.
Strange that is helping Peter is not Peter's universe is Strange. He's a different one. And that's why he's like not.
They could do that.
They could do that.
But
So I get what you're saying. Like, I feel like then that'll be too many villains in one movie for them to defeat, unless they just like have to somehow work to fix the. Oh no, that's the Doctor Strange movie.
Spider-Man can't beat Doctor Strange.
No,
Or just like
I know that. There's no way. I was gonna say unless they're gonna fix
even
timelines, but that's gonna be the new Doctor Strange one, the
but
Multiverse of Madness. That's what's gonna happen in that one, I bet.
yeah,
Yeah.
even 20 Spider-Mans I don't think could beat Doctor Strange.
Mm.
And if there's more than one Spider-Man, there's more than one Doctor Strange. You can't like Spider-Man's good and everything, but he's magic, so I don't think you can have him as a villain against Spider-Man.
Unless it's just like they defeat the Spider-Man
No,
villains, and then the Doctor Strange villain is just in the Multiverse of Madness. Although they wouldn't make him the villain in his movie.
no. I personally don't think Doctor Strange will be a villain
Mhm.
unless it's a second Doctor Strange. But if it is, then Doctor Strange is going to have to defeat this Doctor Strange. If Spider-Man does, like, look, already Marvel has been a bit off with their what superheroes can do what. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With Captain Marvel flying through spaceships, but then she can't even like do normal stuff as well. Like it's I don't know. It's just a bit like okay, you go off flying through spaceships, but you're really gonna make Iron Man snap the thing. Like, do you not have the strength for that? Does what? Where was like? Do you not have like? Surely she wouldn't have died. Like, yeah, she's a human girl, but if you can fly through a
Like
ship,
powers
I
now.
think you can survive a little click. That was a rhyme. Anyway, I haven't seen Doctor Strange. No, Captain Marvel either. Because again, the girl. Oh,
Okay, no,
but a
that
lot of
one.
people hate her.
Pardon?
I don't like the girl, but a lot of people hate her.
Brie Larson. I
Yeah.
didn't think she was bad. I didn't.
Mm.
I didn't hate it, but I wouldn't be watching it again quickly. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like, I
I
don't
saw
think
enough.
watching it if I was watching them in chronological order again. Like it was good, but I'm like not.
I'd
Yeah.
watch it if I was in a group and everyone was like, "No, I want to watch it. This is my one movie that I love most." Then I'd be like, "Fine, go ahead." But I'm not going to watch that out of my own free will,
Hmm.
like
Like it
because
was
it just
good,
seems a
but
bit. Hmm?
it was good, but it was like
Like from what I heard, it just seems a bit over the top girl power.
it was a little bit, and there was some like there were moments, when it's like they were
It
trying
was
to
like a
be
bit
like
cringy.
funny or trying to be like
Yeah.
oh girl power moment, and it was like too much. It was like that was
I
obvious of a moment.
I don't like it because it's like you're saying girl power and you're just making girls look so weak that you have to pretend that this is strong when this is normal and it's just annoying.
Mm.
Like she joined the army, okay. Like I don't know, I haven't seen it, but I've just seen that and it's like okay, that's just a thing that people can do. Even when they couldn't join the army, they still ran out into the trenches to carry people around like in hospitals. Like I don't know, like you're not good for that. Like you're just normal. So relax.
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, in that movie, I'm gonna wait. Are you gonna watch it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, I'm about to spoil the whole movie. So, in that movie, she got her superpowers because her mentor was like from a different planet and had like this
Mm.
power source thing. And then these people who was Jude Law is the bad guy. Um, I feel like he's always the bad guy in movies when he's in them. Um, but he like had adopted her kind of, and then they were trying to like exterminate this race of aliens. Um,
Mm.
and then at the end, she finds out that like she's actually been on the bad side the whole time, and like when her mentor got killed, there was like this power source thing, and she like shot it because she didn't know what it was, so she just shot it, and then all the power went into her, and that's how she got all her Captain Marvel.
Ah,
But it's Marvel, it's not Marvel. It's like it's spelt differently, but it's still Captain Marvel, but it's Captain Marvel because like I can't remember if her mentor was named Marvel or if like the thing was or whatever. But it's two
is
words.
she not
I'm pretty sure
Captain Marvel?
it's VL.
Because it's like the. I just had another thing to say that I completely forgot, but
Her
it's
outfit.
nothing to do with Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Because I was saying that there's I'm actually gonna have to go and ask him what the guy's name is. Basically, you know, at the end of Loki where they meet that guy.
Hmm. Cork the
So there's
Conqueror.
another Marvel hero who's like meant to be stronger than everyone,
Hmm.
and he's something the Conqueror.
Cork.
And
No,
they're
not
like,
Korg. It's not Korg. Korg is the stone
it's
guy.
something like that, like Keith the Conqueror or something.
It does begin
Like,
with K.
yeah, and so apparently that guy's him, Kane.
Kang? Kane? Something.
Kang. Okay.
Something.
Anyway, apparently this guy at the end could be him, but it's not confirmed. But it could be him because he's meant to be like one of the last things. But also with all that Loki stuff, I would have thought that that's all ended by the time Spider-Man comes out. So I wouldn't say Spider-Man has anything to do with Loki.
No, but because the TVA isn't like bound by the same time as the rest of the Avengers events,
Hmm.
that is happening like Loki's TVA experience is happening all at the same time but instantly.
But but the part where so this guy now he's in charge of every single timeline because each version of himself is killing everyone else.
Yeah.
That would have to be the main part of Spider-Man if Loki's thing was going to be involved with Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this guy would have to be the villain because because he said that like each him from each timeline basically wiped out worlds to be the best in the world and then they fought each other.
Mm.
So that would have to be the main plot of everything.
Mm.
Would have to be Spider-Man trying to stop him because he'd be trying to stop Spider-Man because he'd be trying to stop every hero.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Unless they're going to do that in the Doctor Strange movie.
I could imagine that in Doctor Strange. I think it's too much for Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man is just yeah. I did like obviously like yeah. I think it'll be yeah, I could imagine it in Doctor Strange. I think it'll be a bit much for Spider-Man, but I don't think Loki will be in the Strange movie, but I think it could still be based. I think that guy could. The end guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if we'll see Loki in
A movie.
like yeah, in a movie again.
Yeah.
Just because obviously this timeline Loki is dead. So that's really sad. Well, like that
Yeah.
timeline where he's meant to end up is dead. But now that he's changed it, of course he can still
Now
come back and
he's like out of the timeline now.
yeah.
He could join, but in a different timeline. So if he was joining the Strange movie, he could come from a different timeline, but it's just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, and especially because the timeline he went
job.
back to wasn't his timeline.
Yeah.
It was just a random other timeline where no one knew him as Loki.
Yeah, it would have to be a different Loki. There would be a different Loki there anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Unless he was playing a different Loki, but then it's unnecessary.
Oh, I'm excited to see where this all goes and how it all.
Same. Because I hated on the Marvel timeline in Endgame. Just because like creating a new timeline when one end like it just made me angry because I was like, that's just simply not how time works. It would just create a paradox. But I'm because that's Doctor Who time.
Yeah.
And then now we're on Marvel time and it's like completely different. But I think Doctor Who time is more right.
I agree. I think
Doctor Who time is more right. I can't go back in time and then kill myself, and then there's two timelines: one where I died when I'm young, and one where no, it just can't. It just simply can't happen. So
Yeah.
anyway, still hate on it a little bit,
The
but
Doctor Who timeline makes more sense. Where the Marvel timeline, it's well, like time.
makes more movies.
It can just and it can also just be anything
Yeah,
because it's like, oh, that's a
it
different.
means they don't have to explain the mess that they've made in previous times. You know how like in Doctor Who, there's some stuff that it's like, but it's like this shouldn't have happened,
Yeah,
but they can just ignore it.
yeah.
In Marvel.
Mm.
Sorry. Hello?
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, what's the guy's name at the end of Loki? Keith the Conqueror?
Kang.
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 Kang. Kang.
He said, I don't know. So
Okay. Well,
he said it twice and I said, I don't know.
oh man.
Anyway, he said he's gonna vacuum, so that's a bit awkward.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna talk about our favorite hero. Can we do those?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite hero? Mine's Iron Man. When I say hero, I mean Avenger.
Yeah.
Out of the
Are we talking the main six?
yeah.
Okay. Since rewatching them, I really like Captain America. And I also like Hulk.
I do enjoy Hulk. He's nice.
He's good. I'm sad that Mark Ruffalo didn't get to
Have a movie.
Yeah, he doesn't get a Hulk movie because I know there's the
We have to watch that pathetic thing with that random man.
I didn't even watch it. I haven't even watched that once. I was like, no, it's not Mark Ruffalo. He's not actually that Hulk is not this Hulk, so I'm not gonna watch it. Like I can't bother.
Oh, that's what it makes. It means that they don't have to explain why there's previous Spider-Man movies. They don't have to be like, oh, this is the real Spider-Man. They're like, we're all Spider-Man. Anyway, yeah.
And the same thing with
Hulk and continue.
I was gonna say in I don't know if they explain this in Wonder or not. But Quicksilver and Pedro,
And X-Men.
like X-Men Quicksilver and Pedro, her brother being the same actor in that TV show. I don't remember what they said what if that's been explained yet. That the fact
They
that
don't have to.
no, I know, but like now that also like I can't remember if it was just coincidence that they use the same guy, which it definitely is not just coincidence that they use the same guy. But I can't remember where I was going with that. But now it means like the X-Men and the Avengers can be like joined in one. But then also that means Fantastic Four, where there's also another Quicksilver guy, is Chris Evans, but he's Captain America, so he can't.
But they made new of it. They made new Fantastic Four movie.
That's
I
true.
haven't seen it, but they made a new one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be good to have a big movie, but
with all of them.
Yeah. Not that I've seen any of the X-Men.
The X-Men are so good. I love them so much. Oh my gosh. Although when I say that, the only one that if I'm like, I'm going to watch an X-Men movie, I always watch Days of Future Past. I always watch that one. It's just, I don't know. I like that one. Anyway, we're not talking about X-Men. We're talking about different.
We're talking about Marvel, so.
Talking about Marvel, yeah. All right, let's go least favorite from the original six.
That's really hard for me. You go, because I don't have one.
Okay, well, pre-watching them all again, it was Iron Man, purely for the fact of that nightmare that I had.
Man's my favorite.
But there's like, oh my gosh. Okay, the nightmare, I was in my old house and I had to go out into my garage to get dog food and I was the only one home. And it was nighttime and the front of my old house was really scary at night if you were the only person home. So I took the dogs and we were getting the food, whatever. And then like Iron Man just like came through the roof and then like my gosh, it's very scary. There's and he like did that when when he like comes down and he like stands up. Yeah.
And then he looks up.
Yeah, that exact thing, but his eyes were red, and I was like, no, thank you. So since then, I've been a little bit scared of him. But then in which Spider-Man Homecoming, is that the first Tom Holland one?
Mm-hmm.
Also the bit where Iron Man
Wait,
is
this
saving the boat and then he like appears. That was so scary. I was like, that is the bit from my
was meant to
nightmare.
just be like a drone, and then it was actually him, and he opened like it was very that was a little bit stressful. That was really good.
Yeah, if I can be bothered, I might put in the bit that I mean in here somewhere, but I don't know if I can be bothered. Maybe we'll just put it on our Instagram next week, and you can. Well, not next week when this has been uploaded, and then everyone can see. Yeah. So that was. I'm just gonna stick with that answer. It's not. It's just because I had that scary nightmare. That's all. That's why I don't like him. Oh, or Hawkeye. Sorry, I don't know anything about him. He doesn't have his own. Sorry, Hawkeye.
I love Hawkeye. Like original 6, Hawkeye and Iron Man have to be top 2.
Oh wow.
Like
Wow.
Iron Man, I just love his attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And Hawkeye, something about him, he's just so skilled. He's so skilled. Like
that's true. He is very skilled, but I just mean like if I had to rank them, Hawkeye would probably be like near the bottom because we don't know anything about him really. Like I do feel bad that he doesn't have a movie, but Hulk doesn't have a movie either. But Hawkeye really doesn't have a movie, like not even with another actor.
Not even an old one.
Which is sad.
I used to hate Hawkeye because he was boring like that, but now I like that about him. So probably my least favorite would have to be maybe Captain America, only because I didn't like his vibes in Civil War. But that's only because I was on Iron Man's side. And I agreed with everything that Iron Man said. So probably
I can't remember.
Unless I don't know. I was gonna say it can't be Hulk. What's his name? Thor.
Yeah.
I have no reason to hate Thor.
Although first Thor movie, he's a little bit like, I'm the best. Everyone should just listen to me. Which it's like, just because you're a prince, shut up. Anyway,
he was quite mean. I didn't like the way he treated who's Loki in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the way he treated Loki.
No,
it was really
gross.
I didn't like it. I don't like Thor's dad. He don't like him at all. Really mean. It's between America and Thor about who my least favorite is.
Wow. Wow. Which sides do they like? Who's on? What's each person's view in Civil War? Because I'm about to watch that one. That's the one I'm up to. I have hang on, I will just show you.
Thor and Hulk aren't in it. They're at Ragnarok.
They're at Ragnarok. But I have this. I'm watching all of the. I don't want the writing to be. So I'm watching them all. Obviously, I said I skipped Hulk because I didn't want to watch it. And I'd recently watched Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 when I started this. So I was like, I'll skip them for now because I've watched them so many times. Like, I know what happens in those ones. But Civil War is next. And then,
Civil War's good.
Yeah, it's good. I watched it at the drive-in. But I just
Iron Man's on the good team.
I swear.
America's on the bad team.
They're fighting over the thing about they have to be responsible for when they fight people in the city, you have to clean it up, right? Isn't that or something? It's something along those lines, isn't it?
And then it was also about who's the leader of the Avengers. And America was like, me, I'm the first Avenger. And Iron Man was like, but I've made everything for the Avengers. So if you're going to take charge, I'll just take all my stuff and leave. And then you'll have nothing. And then everyone was like, well, that's rude. And he was like, well, I'm the best. And I think I don't know, we got introduced to Black Panther in that movie as well. Yeah. And I can't remember why. I just remember Captain America was running and then Black Panther chased him.
Yeah, no.
I don't know why.
I'm sure it's near the end when Black Panther's introduced.
But it was at the start.
I don't know. I know his dad dies in that one, Black Panther's dad. Because something explodes and it kills the dad.
No, that's exactly it. It's at the start. Because it was someone's fault because they were having a conference and his dad died and he was like, right, this is your fault.
Yeah.
and then he chased him.
Yeah.
It was Thingo's fault, Bucky's fault.
Bucky.
It was Bucky's fault. So Bucky and America on a team accidentally messed up. Black Panther was like, not having this. So he was kind of on Iron Man's team, but also just like, maybe just don't kill my dad next time.
Yeah.
Obviously Spider-Man's on Iron Man's team because they're there. And then America calls in Natasha because they're like besties.
True.
And then they're like, where's Hulk? And she's like,
Hawkeye is on the other team, isn't he? Because Natasha and Thingo have to face each other, don't they? They have to fight each other.
yeah, I think so.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
Remember.
Because Hawkeye was, I don't know, yeah. Makes sense. Hawkeye and Iron Man, my two favorites. So, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Bucky's the best. I feel so bad for him. This is the one, isn't this the one where he just wanted his plums or something and then like they get knocked out of his hand or he has to like run and he has to drop them? I just remember after it.
that has something to do with the explosion. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Because I just remember after it came out, a lot of people were like, just let him eat his plums. And I can't remember what the context around it was, but I do remember at the time being like, that's sad that he didn't get to eat them. Anyway.
Yeah.
That is a good one. So, okay, now we've got favorite villain.
Loki.
Oh, 100%.
Has to be.
100%. 100%.
I like, ever since that first Thor movie,
Yeah.
I felt like, I was like, you know what, if I was a villain, I would 100% be Loki. Everything that he does, I agree with.
I've never
Like,
not like I've never been like Loki, like he's a bad guy. I've always been like, oh, Loki, I feel bad for him. Because he got
always
like, the planet and like everything, all that, you know.
like, bro, you're the oldest. Doesn't matter if you're adopted or fake. You're the oldest. You should have the throne. Like everything he says, I 100% agree with. It doesn't matter. Thor just got special treatment.
Yeah.
Just because he's physically stronger doesn't mean he's better. I think Loki could use his magic better, but anyway. I feel like it got worse through the movies. As it changed from serious to comedy, his skills just got trash.
Yeah, I think that's the same with like all of them. As it's changed from being serious to a little bit more lighthearted and like more jokey in the movies. Everyone has kind of
got weak.
Yeah.
Except for that red girl, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch. That's true.
But that's only because she had to get stronger because literally all she could do was like pick up a small pebble with magic. Like there was no room for getting worse. Yeah.
Now we have least favorite villain. I don't know.
Maybe Thanos' assistant.
Oh, what's his name? Rowan? Is it Rowan or something? I feel like it's
I don't know, but I just like something about him's weird. Like I don't mind him because he's got a lot of confidence, but also that was like a bit. You're right, bro.
The squid thing in Doctor Strange. Wait, let me find a photo of him. I don't know what his name is. Hang on, let me.
I don't think for the villains, but I don't really know.
Not a villain, but I love Vision. I think he's great.
He's very ugly as a human, though.
No, take that back.
No, it was just the fact that he liked this girl and she was like, how old? Like 12, and he looked about 62, like with blonde hair.
Love him.
Okay. Like he's good when he's red. I like him when he's red.
I love him. Oh man. Okay, sorry. Typing in Doctor Strange villain is not coming up with the guy that I want. It's coming up with the actual villain, but I want like.
You know who my other favorite villain is? Mysterio. Is that his name from Spider-Man 2?
Maybe.
Jake.
Oh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one. That Spider-Man. I haven't seen it.
Oh, he's my other favorite villain, like, because he's gorgeous and he was very. I don't know if he was very smart or if Peter Parker was just dumb, but I liked that. I liked him Well, he was kind of dumb as well. They were both kind of stupid, but it was an okay movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I have to watch
But
it.
yeah.
Of course, the end of that one got spoiled in the first like 10 seconds of the trailer of the new one, but that's fine. I could have just
Oh yeah.
because like I was like, oh
Oh,
yeah,
I forgot about that. I was watching it and I was like, did that happen? Oh, it did. Now that I think about it, it did. I
yeah.
think
I
that I
did.
remember.
I hadn't heard anything really about that movie when it came out, or like I don't
Yeah.
even really remember when it came out. Um, but then like I was like, oh, it probably won't matter if I haven't seen it. Like nothing big
Remember
happened in that movie. And then it was like straight away. I was like, oh damn. Oh well. Okay. I'm trying to.
It was fun. It was kind of a funny movie. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Except they were like everyone in it was quite stupid. Like everyone could have just not done certain things and it would have been like fine. Yeah, but I won't spoil it.
Oh,
But it was just stupid stuff, like something bad was gonna happen and Zendaya ran up to be out in the middle of it, like just because she was having a bit of an emotional moment. You know what I mean? Like it's like, why don't you just not do that when you're in a movie? Obviously something bad's gonna happen. You know that you're acting, just stop.
I know, like in Thingo when what am I even talking about? When Quill is like, oh my god, killed Gamora, and then
Oh, that was the
then everything's
stupid.
over. It's like, mate, you couldn't have waited 2 seconds.
Like that whole movie.
Like, what's her name? The sister. Anyway, the sister. She knew that Gamora was dead before that. She didn't react like that. Like,
What, Amy Pond?
yeah, she knew. Like,
She wasn't like, she's not that like emotional.
no, I know, but like, I think she still had obviously like.
But she had more like
It's Thanos, but then obviously she joined Thanos' side towards the end. Like, not towards the end, but like during the whole movie, she was on Thanos' side mostly. But she was still like, damn, my sister's dead. Because she knew how he had to get the stone. Where
yeah,
was a bit like he didn't really know until
he didn't
said it.
which like he could have just had a little bit of self-control. Like you'd think that like if you're like, okay, I'm gonna be a hero of the universe, you'd think that you have some kind of self-control. Like I get that you liked your girlfriend, but in terms of like, you know that this guy is going to kill half of the people in the world and you're just gonna go punch him up for no reason at all. Like you already know that you can't do anything to him and you think that you can punch him and it's not gonna, but like that it's what did you think was going to happen? He would die from getting hit twice in the chest?
By a human? I don't think so, mate.
I wouldn't even die if he hit me twice in the chest. Like, bro. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a bit, and like also if Doctor Strange can see everything, could he not have seen that you had to chop his head off to kill him? So then could he have not have said, all right guys, let's try and chop his head off? Like, but obviously he'd seen everything, that obviously they tried that, so they couldn't have done it because he saw every possibility and there was only one. But you could have tried it. Like it would have made more sense rather than just try and put him to sleep and take his glove. Because what are you going to do? Take it? Okay, well then he wakes up.
I think they were going to destroy the stones.
Yeah, but they're hard to destroy because aren't they hard to destroy? Because didn't Thingo try to do it? Thor's girlfriend?
Jane?
Yeah.
When?
She held it and then she died.
When? When does that happen?
Does that not happen in like the first or second movie? Where she's like holding on to it and then she like starts to get burnt up and die and his mom's like, maybe stop that. Does that not happen?
Yeah, no, that happens in the second one. Sorry. Yeah.
She was dumb. I hate that actress as well.
What's her name? Natalie Portman?
Yeah, hate her. She was dumb in that movie. She was dumb in Star Wars.
Oh my god. Don't get me started on Star Wars.
Like, those are the only movies that I've seen with her in it. She died of sadness and then she tried to hold a rock that Thor couldn't touch. Like, Like, maybe just think.
That was so annoying in Star Wars. She was
Bro, she's pathetic.
dead, so am I. Like, sis, you have kids. Look
She
after
was
them.
like, Anakin's joined the dark side, so I'm just gonna die. Okay, you have two children to raise, and you're just gonna let their dad, who's just joined the dark side, raise them? Are you stupid? Like, do you want to like be alive? How can you die of sadness? If that was possible, lots of people would be dead. Like, you can't just lie there and then just die.
I think she just gave up and was just like, you know what? I'm tired.
Like,
Oh man. Anyway,
good. I wouldn't have wanted to see more movies with her in it. Also, she wouldn't have been alive. And anyway, yeah. Yeah. So she was dumb. What's the next question?
favorite movie.
Oh, favorite movie.
I think either Thor Ragnarok
Mm.
or Guardians 2.
Mm.
Guardians 1 or 2. I like both of them. They're both really good.
I liked the first Guardians. I liked Thor Ragnarok. I liked Black Panther.
Oh, Black Panther. That is a really good one. It's
I
very
like I liked that movie. Um, or yeah, probably out of them. I
yeah.
can't remember anything else. I can't really remember the Iron Mans, even though he's my favorite. If you talk about Iron Man Armored Adventures, that is a good TV show. That's kind of what, like, I loved anyway. That was a good TV show anyway.
That is, I've seen a little bit of it, but it is very good. It's like,
Very
it's like
good.
Star Wars, the Clone Wars TV show. That is a good TV
Yeah,
show.
I haven't seen that,
Oh, it's
but I need to because I love Anakin and he's the main. He's yeah.
hold on a sec. Let me just keep talking.
Okay. Yeah. So my personal. Yeah. I didn't say anything just then.
I know I heard.
Yeah, I don't know what my favorite movie is. Like, I like the Spider-Mans, but I think this movie is going to be the best one with Thingo boy, Tom.
Oh yeah.
It's the first one, it was okay. The second one, it was okay. I can't remember the first one anymore. I can't remember what happened. It's just a bit like, I don't think I like teen drama that much.
Yeah.
And like, they're a bit dumb.
Yeah.
Like the second one, very dumb. Like, very just like stupid. Yeah. So probably maybe Thor Ragnarok, because I watched it and I was like, this is amazing. Whereas Black Panther, I watched it and I was like, I think this is amazing, but for other people. Like, I was like, I think it's very good what they're saying through this movie. But Thor Ragnarok, I was like, this is hilarious.
Yeah. My dad, who hasn't seen, like, he doesn't really know anything about Marvel, I don't think. But we went to the movies with him and he was like giggling the whole time, which if you know dad, like, I don't know. But he was finding it enjoyable. So I think Ragnarok is good if like you don't really know much about the MCU and you're like, oh,
yeah,
Mom
watched it. She thought it was okay.
Yeah.
She was like, it was a decent movie.
But I think that's also on Taika, the director. Like, I've seen 2 of his other movies, Jojo Rabbit and What We Do in the Shadows, both very funny movies. So I think it's just he knows how to make random funny movies that appeal to people.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Okay, I'd say that. What's yours? Oh, you said that.
Yeah. Ragnarok,
lit.
or Guardians, or Black Panther. But probably Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Great. And then least favorite.
Probably Hulk. Or are we not including the Incredible Hulk?
Let's not include the Incredible Hulk,
Okay.
or obviously the other Spider-Man.
Because I was gonna say the Amazing Spider-Man. Interesting. Okay. Probably Iron Man 1.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it's just he walked in the desert and found an iron hat and then decided to be smart and make a whole business. Right? I'm pretty sure that's the whole movie.
Well, yeah, no, it's him going from deciding to make weapons to deciding to make
To be an
technology.
Avenger.
Yeah. And like working out how to be Iron Man because he has the thing in his heart.
Mm.
Just
Do you know what I change it?
Yeah.
It's probably would have to be Captain Marvel, but I've never seen it. But I don't want to watch it because I think it would be so terrible. Does Talk to Strange count? Because I watched about 20 minutes of it before it was like I can't do it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so I'd say that. If it has to be one I've watched the whole way through, maybe Iron Man 1, just because I wouldn't watch it again.
Mhm.
Whereas most of them I would watch again, but Iron Man 1 I'm like I would to remember it,
Yeah.
but I don't think there's any point to it other than giving Iron Man a backstory.
That's fair. And a place to start in the story. Like,
Yeah. Rather than just randomly coming in as a billionaire who is Iron Man.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have eventually done his backstory, but of course they had to start at phase 1 at the beginning with Iron Man. Crazy.
Yeah.
That was.
I think if it was made now, it would be better. It's probably just because it's an old movie that I don't like it as much. So, yeah.
I think Thor: The Dark World, which is the second Thor, who knows what happens in that one? That one was so boring to me. I don't think I was actually watching like the screen the whole time. Where the others, I've been like actually paying attention. Like from about like halfway through, I was like, I don't really care anymore about this one.
Yeah. I was gonna say I like all the Thor movies, but I can't remember the first two. So
Although Thor's like character is better in the second one than in the first one. Anyway, or I don't know. I've liked them all.
Avengers 2 wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Like, definitely the worst of the Avengers movies. Like of the main Avengers.
Yeah.
The Avengers movies. Not like yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely 2 was definitely the worst.
Yeah. It was
Or like it was good, I guess. This is like it's just a bit of Iron Man was sad and then they almost killed a lot of people and then everyone was stressed, right?
Oh wait, are you talking about Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
that's basically all that happened.
Yeah. Because he was trying to find that technology and then that technology like the consciousness thing like
Yeah.
into
To
Vision.
Ultron.
And then he through like Vision systems he made the robots be Ultron.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he was gonna like explode the world. Ultron was gonna explode the world.
Yeah, because he started building that. Yeah, I don't know. It was like it was a good movie, but just not as good as the others.
Oh. I really liked Age of Ultron.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like. Yeah, I don't know. I like the first Avengers a lot. Maybe it's to do with Loki's presence in the movies. I don't know, but I liked the first Avengers a lot, and I liked Infinity. I liked Endgame. I don't know. Endgame. I liked Infinity War because, like, I keep like I don't know. I liked Infinity War. Like I liked those movies because they were like made you upset. Like they were like it was like oh this is kind of sad. Whereas like Ultron was just like run around, you know.
Yeah.
And the first one was like
story and still introducing characters and stuff.
it's true.
Like in Endgame and Infinity War, it was like obviously the end of those
getting rid of the characters that they introduced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
is a bit of a rip.
Which they also did in Ultron. They got rid of the character that they introduced, but
he could have done so much more.
He would have been good. He would have been very useful.
He would have been so useful, especially in their fight against Thanos. He would have been very useful.
He also could have because what did he do? He tried to stop the bullets by bringing a car door or something.
No,
is that what he did? Because he got shot 28 times in a second.
Yeah, No, that Hawkeye was holding a kid, and then there was like firing, like bullets coming towards him, and I can't remember if he just held a car door and tried to run in front, or if he just ran in front and took the
I
bullets.
think he held a car door and ran in front with that, but then they went through him. And everyone was like, well, why wouldn't you just push the car door in front? But I guess then Hawkeye would have died, which would have been worse.
Yeah.
Um, but also like, I don't know. Like at the like if Wanda knew how to do stuff, she could have just picked a whole car up and put it on its side and
Yeah. But that's
she was 16 or something and
true.
pathetic.
And that was an event to cataract her developing her powers. So
True.
without that, she might not be as powerful as she is now.
Yeah.
But of
But
course,
she also wouldn't have been like depressed in whatever.
the next one where her
Yeah.
own love.
Depressed. Vision, don't help people. I'm sad.
Oh my god. Should we end it there?
Yeah. I think we should do a new Marvel one in the future, talking about just the Loki. I think we should do one Loki and just talk about the TV show because I have too much to say about that.
Same. I might
Yeah.
rewatch it to like remember all the things I have to say. But yes, I think that was interesting, and
I think that was very funny. I really hope people listen to it.
same. I hope that you enjoyed listening. And you had a little giggle. Tell us your answers to those questions if you can remember.
Comment them down below.
Yeah.
Guys, leave a comment down below. Who's your favorite Marvel character? All the questions that we asked, comment a new comment each time so that we have lots of comments. Thanks.
I don't know what we'll talk about next week. Manifestation, isn't that what it was? I think it's manifestation that we're going to talk about.
But we kind of covered that.
You'll know next week when the episode is coming out what we choose to talk about.
We can do manifestation and like witchcraft and all of that, like stones and stuff.
Yeah, we can.
Like astrology, stones, manifestation, like tarot cards and stuff like that. Like, let's do that.
Okay. Lit. All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.